Well, this week, Democrats calling for mass protests in wake of a fake rumor about the president firing Bob Mueller. The former Obama White House ethics czar even tweeting this, that he was stocking up on gear to, quote, take back the streets, as former Attorney General Eric Holder drew what he called an absolute red line.
But in an op-ed, our next guest writes the president crushed their hopes of being able to shut down the country in protest with just 3 words.
No, I'm not. No.
No, I'm not. No. Here with more is writer and commentator and U.S. Army officer Jeremy Hunt. Good morning to you, Jeremy.
Good morning. It's great to be with you.
Good morning. Good to see you again. Thank you for serving our country. Tell folks at home that didn't get a chance to read your op-ed, sum it up for us.
Well, really, the point of the article is just basically to send a message that from our civic and cultural leaders in our country, we need them to dial down the rhetoric, to keep conversations balanced, to kind of rein in some of the hysteria. And instead, we're getting tweets like, oh, I'm stocking up on gear and we're going to take the streets. Some other folks said we're going to shut down the country. That type of rhetoric is unhelpful, and quite frankly, it's irresponsible.
Well, Jeremy, so the Democrats say, the resistors say, don't fire Bob Mueller. But wouldn't you argue at this point, all they really want is for the president to fire Bob Mueller, because that would be their only source of real controversy here?
Well, not to get into the specifics of that particular case, but I think in general, what a lot of folks in this country are looking for are any kind of hot button issue to have folks come to the streets and basically create chaos. So I don't even know if it's really specifically about this case as it is just anything that they can find that would stoke fear in the populace and have people come and join the resistance.
Jeremy, it's just, do you feel like it's going to backfire? Because you hear like the hysterics, you hear the Russia, Russia, Russia. They're screaming at the moon, howling at the moon, whatever. They're resisting their bubbles and their coloring books. I mean, come on. After a while, it's like enough already. Can we just focus on uniting our country? Is it going to backfire on them?
Oh, exactly. The bottom line is our country as a whole, we cannot move forward if we remain engulfed in hysteria. The bottom line is that we have to find common ground as a country. We have to look forward to the issues that matter, and we have to look to what is actually strengthening us as a people and not just leaving ourselves in these kind of hot-button issues that don't lead us to better outcomes.
Well, Jeremy, talking about moving forward, 51 people in this country did so yesterday when they voted yay on a tax bill in the U.S. Senate for something that will actually improve people's lives. So there are people trying to do work. When, will there be a point at which maybe the so-called mainstream media recognizes someone's trying to move it forward?
Mainstream media, probably not. Just being honest. I mean, a lot of times, whenever we see a lot of progress and whenever you see, the different things that we've been doing in the country, for some reason, it just never gets recognized, and I do think that's problematic. But the bottom line is that we as a country, the level-headed folks, and there are some level-headed folks on both sides of the aisle, we should be the ones working together to lead to better outcomes for all Americans. That should be what we look forward to as we move forward.
There might be some level-headed folks on both sides of the aisle, but none of them were willing to vote for that tax bill ultimately. Lieutenant Jeremy Hunt, thank you for your service. Appreciate it, and a great op-ed at FoxNews.com. Check it out. Appreciate it.
Thank you.